Peace, family. Peace, peace, peace. Hold up, y'all. Let get the view. Hold up. Y'all see that? It's a whole object right there. Watch this. Oh, look at the crown shocker. Look at the crown shocker. And look at ancestors up there flying above it. Look. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. We have risen. I don't want to move. I'm gonna stand just like this. So family, I really, this is why healing is important, right? I'm looking at like, you never know who someone is behind a physical vessel. You never know what spirit is behind this physical vessel. You never know what spirit is behind this physical vessel, right? So you healing and doing the work, healing past trauma, you never know. Understand, it's like you never know what powerful ancestor lies within your bloodline. You never know we never know what ancestral bloodline you in until you do the healing, until you start doing the healing and start breaking away from all these generational traumas, all these generational curses. Because once you do that, you understand like everything lies within the blood. Okay, I understand this program like a trauma came from this generation of ancestors. So once you understand that you are chosen, and understand that your ancestors cried out for you to come down and do the work, do the healing, you start to develop and understand your soul and how powerful your soul is to break your past ancestral generational traumas and to be here to still fight your own traumas and deal with the current traumas of modern day society, right? And I'm looking at it like, you never know what somebody is behind this physical flesh unless like they really putting themselves out there so the world can see them and stuff like that. That's when you really start understanding, because you can see who's real and who's fake. You can honestly see that, right? And we in that energy where it's like it's already separating the real from the fake, right? And I'm looking at it like, okay, and I'm just having thoughts with myself like, family trauma, us as chosen ones dealing with modern day family trauma. Like, I'm looking at like, I used to always be so big and like trying to figure out my ancestors. Like even before I was conscious of like ancestry stuff, I'm going on Ancestry as a kid, like 14, 12. I'm looking on Ancestry.com trying to find out my ancestors and stuff. I'm trying to learn about my ancestors from the past. Like I'm trying to learn about where is my bloodline from? Where's my family from? And I know like we from like, I hear like my grandfather, my grandma, when they was alive, they was always telling me like they had like country accents like Alabama, Georgia, all the southern like in the country, in like countries and stuff like that, and it's like, because my family, they used to they eat potatoes and shit like they just real country with like pig feet and all that. It's like I want to look back on that, reflect on that, because that's where like the genuine love actually lies at back then, because that's when we all came together as a unit, we all came together as a community, we all came together as a village, versus modern day society where they promote separation. And I'm looking at it like, I can't go now. I'm looking at it like I already healed past all the traumas and like understanding myself and understanding like who I am. Now I'm in this next phase of life where I want to understand my past generation. Like, what traumas did I fight off? Like, what part of my grandmother, great-great-grandmother bloodline, or my great-great-grandfather bloodline traumas did I break off? I want to know who my great-great-grandfather, I want to know where the traumas first lied in my bloodline, right? Mind you, I already did the healing, so now I'm in this next phase was like, I'm seeking information on that, right? I'm seeking information where my family come from. Guess what? I can't go to my physical families, ask them, what great-grandmother lived here? I can't go there, because guess what? At some point in that generation, that ancestor was named the Black Sheep. And with that ancestor being named the Black Sheep, everybody threw their curses and burdens on them to a point like they couldn't even succeed of breaking free from the traumas, because everybody was throwing their shit on them at that time. Like, look how like you got slavery and stuff like that, how they talk about slavery and stuff, where it's like our ancestors had to break away from slavery. They had to travel, they had to leave, go to the countries and stuff like that, like to actually get away, like the free slave states where it's like slavery wasn't even existence. They had to break away and get away from that, right? And I'm looking at it now. I can't go to my parents. I can't go to these karmic people and ask them about my grandparents, my great-great-grandparents. I can't, and I know like my grandparents are they still alive. They more alive than ever. They in the spiritual realm. You hear me? So me putting this out and me seeking the guidance. They step in like, all right, Mom, you got to guide you here so you can understand part of the bloodline, part of the trauma that you already healed from. And I'm looking at it like, you cannot go to your physical family about this shit. You can't, because like I said, at some point in the past generations, your great-great-grandmother or your great-great-great-grandfather was labeled a Black Sheep. They was labeled like witches and warlocks by society. So like, Once you really understand that, understand we are spiritual beings. So, all right, let me separate from the physical shit. Let me go from my soul. Let me go from spirit. Let spirit lead me to, directions, places, and where it's going to show me more of my ancestral history and stuff like that. It's like, it's the spirit of it. It's the spirit. Like I said, you're going to have people talking down to you. You're going to have people talking about your physical character, your attributes. You're going to have people talking down to you physically, but they don't know who the fuck you are spiritually. So once you understand that, separate yourself from the physical. I'm looking at the spiritual of it. Okay, I understand. And my great-great-grandma, my great-great-grandfather, they deemed him a witch. They deemed him a warlock. They deemed him as an evil sorcerer. Nah, that's what the physical world put on. Let me go within self and tap on my spiritual roots and see who this being actually is. And that's like a lot of our grandmothers and our grandfathers and stuff like that. They actually was warlocks, shaman healers, like quantum beings, like master manifestors and stuff like that. But their physical family, their karmic family actually deemed them as demonic and threw burdens on them to a point like they couldn't even face that trauma because it was heavy at that time. Especially the time period that they used to be in, where that slavery and shit was going on. It's still going on, but slavery starts in their mind though. They didn't know that it was like physically changed. So now I'm looking at it's like I'm seeking more growth around understanding my ancestors, understanding more of my bloodline, and it's like I just got a different outlook of it though. Like I may tap in like the energy of my great-great-grandmother. I want to understand like, where did I get this ability from? Where did I get this ability to speak so clearly? Where did I get this ability to articulate myself? Where did I get this ability to actually sit myself and want to go within self and meditate even deeper? It's reasons for everything that builds your attributes up. It's always a reason for the attributes that you have gained. Understand our ancestors, our past ancestors and stuff like that, passed on ancestors, they passed on their powers, their abilities to us, because they understand like we chose this being to come down here to fight the trauma that we couldn't even fight. So now them doing that, they pulling all their the shit that they learn, the attributes they learn, the wisdom, enlightenment they learn, they pulling all into you. Like I said, the age of Aquarius, it's a celestial being. The age of Aquarius, she's the water bird. She's pulling celestial energy from our crown chakra to our root. And it's like all that trauma that we go through. Like, look at a glass of cup. You may have like dirty water in it, like brown water, but if you pour more water in there, eventually all that dirt is going to get out and that water going to become clear, right? That's like with the age of Aquarius. She's pouring that celestial energy in us. All that trauma that was in us, all that trauma that was in the body fluid that was in us, she's pouring information. All that program that was in us, she's pouring, age of Aquarius, she's pouring the celestial energy in us. So now she pouring more celestial energy in us. Our celestial body is charged up and releasing all this trauma and emotional baggage to a point like we could see the powers and abilities we hold. So now once we understand the power and ability our soul hold and who we are spiritually, now we're going to go even deeper into that new, cleaner depths of primordial water. So we looking at, I'm seeking more growth from my ancestral lineages. I heal past this trauma. Where did this trauma come from in my bloodline? And I want to connect with this ancestor. I want to connect with this Orisha. I want to connect with this spiritual guide. I want to connect with this archangel to understand more of my ancestral bloodline. And that's just like enough perception. I just risen up feeling good. Like I'm ready for what life truly has to offer. I'm looking. I want to dive deep into my bloodline. I'm into the roots. I already know I'm tapped into the roots. Cause look at my, like this melanin. Like I'm already tapped into the roots. I'm already charged up. So it's like now I'm only seeking to elevate and attract more of the information and the enlightenment that was passed on my bloodline. Because I already did the healing. I already released the traumas. I released all the traumas. I released all the abandonment issues. I released all the fucked up eating habits. I released all this. So now it's like, it's only up from here. You hear me? Like literally only up from here. So that's just really the message I have, family. Take it how you take it. At the end of the day, it's all about self-love. It's all about sharpening your mind. It's all about building your discipline. It's all about strengthening your intuition. It's all about loving self and building and connecting with self. So now you can propel forward on the path of your life that your spirit guide, that your ancestors have set for you when you first came down here. You didn't. Keep healing. Keep growing. We always in a state of healing. We always in a state of seeking growth and elevation. So once you understand that, change is inevitable. We are infinite beings experiencing multiple different realms and reality all at once. So that's all I gotta say, fam. Peace to the gods. One love.